up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I'm Mike. That's Nick. Special guest Eugene is not joining us this week. I guess he has something to do, possibly moving back to America. Maybe that's what it is. So stay tuned for Eugene. Maybe next week. Maybe we'll find him. But Nick, what topics do we got to discuss this week?
We're gonna discuss a few different things today. Kyle Rittenhouse, you guys may or may not remember him. I guess when all the riots and shit were going on, he shot a couple people, and now it's gone to court. So we'll talk about that. Wow. I guess the Astroland accident that happened at the concert
in Houston,
which a lot of you may have heard. Where is it? Was it Houston?
Yeah, it was Houston, I think. Yeah, definitely Houston.
Definitely 11. Aaron Rodgers, and this guy, Mike Trainer, is going to be on TMZ this Friday, but we'll get to that in a second.
That's right.
We have humans are dumb, which we all know, and tax hikes, which Biden is going to institute on this federal tax hikes,
of course,
which are through the roof. And
why not?
The newest incentive that people are being offered in order to get the vaccine.
I got one.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I got one too.
Oh, you got one too?
Oh, I got one too. Yeah, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that. It's another incentive that came out.
Let's jump into go ahead and tell everybody how you're going to be on TMZ, buddy.
Yeah, so TMZ contacted me. They DM'd me in social media, and they were like, we would love to have you come on TMZ live, blah, blah, blah. So I had to download Skype again. I haven't used Skype in like so long. It's all been about Zoom. So I downloaded Skype, put the Mix It Up podcast in the background for the banner. So get on Friday to talk about, hopefully, the topic I wanted to discuss, which I brought to their attention, was Aaron Rodgers, with his whole situation going on. If people that don't know, Aaron Rodgers, I guess, caught COVID last week, and he couldn't play. He wasn't allowed to play. He went through the protocol. He couldn't play because he was unvaccinated. But in the beginning of the year, when people asked him the question if he was vaccinated, he says I'm immunized. So basically, my man was just like taking like a bunch of Flintstone vitamins or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I'm good. But it was just funny, now like everybody wants to throw him out the league. Like Howard Stern said Aaron Rodgers should be thrown out the league because he did lied or whatever, didn't tell people he was vaccinated, he put people at risk. I'm like, all right, so if my man really put people at risk, right, and he caught COVID this week, and it's like week 10 or whatever in the NFL season, so you tell me for the past, since he was in that building like a couple weeks before the season started, so say 3 months. So and there's no COVID cases coming out of Green Bay at all. I don't think there was one. So you're telling me Aaron Rodgers has been in their building for 3 months. Now he got COVID, right? And now people are blaming him for that. So 3 months goes by. He didn't give anybody else COVID, but he caught COVID from somebody. So maybe somebody in that building gave him COVID. So why is people going after Aaron Rodgers, saying he's putting people at risk? I'm like, stop. Like, is he going around the building, like jumping on top of people, coughing, like, you know what I mean? It's like people need to like take that as like, hey, my man's been around that building for 3 months and he didn't infect nobody. So maybe that's something to it, instead of just knocking the guy and people want him out the league because he lied about it. Like, come on, man, it's bullshit.
Yeah. And if nobody else gets it, then there you have it. Then your vaccine has worked. And right. Only Aaron Rodgers was at risk, and he put himself there consciously, and you have nothing to worry about. So, and for Howard Stern to say that shit is just bizarre. For Howard Stern to have a fucking opinion like that on anything. I mean, how is that guy even allowed on? I respect Howard Stern completely. So
me too.
But how has that guy not been canceled? The guy used to throw baloney on women's asses on TV,
right?
And all of this stuff. But all like the hippies are probably like saying, "Yeah, Howard, you're right. Aaron Rodgers should be kicked out of the league and be excommunicated and probably be killed in front of everybody on public TV." That's what they're doing. But fucking this guy's making ham sandwiches on women's asses and fucking and then throwing midgets against the wall.
Yeah, he did. Right.
He's got to get your fucking priorities straight.
He did all this nonsense. Now he's yelling at people to get a fucking vaccine, man. Like, what happened?
Right.
Yeah, you're right. What happened to that fucking guy?
Guys are probably a fucking walking STD.
Dude.
Y'all, dude, can you imagine? Dude, he had all these hookers, probably with fucking any kind of fucking STDs going on the show all the time, you know, touching doorknobs, fucking giving them hugs, probably banging them in the fucking side room. Like, stop it, man. Like, stop being like that. But, you know, shout out to Aaron Rodgers because, yeah, basically, like he was saying on one interview, he was saying he was getting like, you know, all this hate from the cancel culture people, from the right or the left or whatever. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about either side, whatever side you're on. I could care less. Like he did his own research. He felt comfortable making his choice, like his body, his choice. You know what I mean? He felt comfortable with it. So like, can people like actually respect that instead of try to tear the fucking guy down? But he's back Saturday. He's back Saturday to be playing on Sunday. All of a sudden, I guess that COVID really affected him. He must have been so sick.
Yeah. We watched that interview together. We were in Atlantic City this weekend, kicking ass out there. And we watched Aaron Rodgers talking on whatever show he was on. And the guy went from a zero to a hero in my eyes in 3 seconds. I used to not like Aaron Rodgers. I just thought he was a dick, which he'll probably, if he was on the air with us, he'd probably be like, I am a dick.
Right.
But the fact that he sat there and was just saying shit like, I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? I'm fucking Aaron Rodgers. Like, who the fuck are you? Basically, you know? And he took the other approach. He took a holistic fucking approach. And shit, you should be fucking proud of that guy, man. I'm telling you, I never would have thought that. I used to hate his mullet. Now I love his mullet. I'm gonna try to grow a mullet out myself. Aaron Rodgers is the best football player on the planet.
Man, how he changed your opinion. Yeah, you ordered his jersey on fucking Saturday night. He's like, yo, Aaron. Poor guy.
Yeah, you gotta respect him.
Dude, I like him. Like, he's like, I'm Aaron Rodgers, bitch. Like, that's his fucking motto. Like, good for him, man. About time he like, you know, stop, you know, don't follow people, make your own conscious decisions and go your own fucking way, man. That's the title of the show, by the way. I'm Aaron Rodgers, bitch. Let's go.
If you have an opinion on something and you really, really don't give a shit what anybody else thinks about it, that's inner peace right there. That man doesn't give a fuck if you think he should have been vaccinated or if he lied.
Right.
He didn't lie though. He said, I've been immunized by the the protocol that I went through. Obviously that wasn't true because he got tested, but it seems like maybe he may have been asymptomatic as well. And we all know that the test is not fucking accurate. You know?
100%.
So who's to know that he even had the fucking thing?
I know they could say like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they could just say like, oh, you tested positive, you know, because like even on the Giants, like the Giants, New York Giants, football Giants, they went through last week where they had like 8 false positive tests. So originally the day before they had like 8 positive tests, and then it turned out like 6 out of the 8 or whatever it was, like turned out to be false positive. So what does that show? And then nobody had symptoms. Not even the sick people apparently had symptoms. You know what I mean? Okay. It was just like, I don't know. I don't think these tests work. I don't think any of this kind of shit works, man. Like we're starting to see like, you know, more people come out, like nurses. I think I showed you the video over the weekend with the nurse that came out, and she's saying like the Delta variant is all it is. It's pretty much an adverse reaction to the vaccine, which actually kind of makes more sense if you look at it, you know, like, all right, you're getting a weird reaction. We're just going to call it Delta variant or whatever, because it's just, you're getting the same kind of shit. Like, it's not worse. It's not fucking less. It's the same shit. So if you're getting it, maybe that's why they were so worried these companies would put out the vaccine, which Pfizer are getting $36 billion for in profit for. Maybe they were so worried about people saying the vaccines weren't working that they had to come up with a new name saying it was a variant. You know what I mean? They had to spin it that way, which I kind of believe that way. I kind of believe that kind of shit.
It could be. It could very well be. But I guess transitioning but staying on this topic, we both have separate
incentives.
That we've heard about that governments and now education systems, which I'm sure it's the government doing it,
Of course.
are offering to people. So this is just insane to me. So New York apparently is offering a chance to win a free scholarship to CUNY/SUNY schools. They're going to offer 50 of them to anybody who is getting vaccinated between the ages of 5 to 11. So they're offering you a chance to win a free scholarship. If you get, if you're already vaccinated with like the Pfizer or something like that, the first shot by a certain time or whatever the hell it is.
Right.
So they're going that low. They're getting that low. That's how bad they want these little kids to get vaccinated. It's like, I mean, I don't know, man. Do you really think that these people care that much about you that they're like, we'll offer you? So they're going to give out 50 of them. Yeah, it's weird. And just think about all the money they're going to make. Like, oh, we'll give out $1 million if we're going to make 67 billion. Why not? And people are like, that's so nice of them to do. They're just making money off of you.
Right.
Fuck, man. It's just bizarre that they could do that.
The shot's free, but like we're paying for it somehow. Like there's a reason why they're making billions of dollars.
Right.
You know? That's wild, man. I can't believe they're going after like I heard like a little like a 12-year-old kid died in Germany after 2 days after getting the vaccine. Like he had a bad reaction, but these, you know, the media like kind of sweep that shit under the rug. So you kind of go through like weird channels to find out that kind of information. Like even on social media, depending on who you follow, like or whatever, like they'll post that. But if you're listening to like traditional news, you won't hear about that kind of shit because that kind of shit will spook people out, and rightfully so. Right. I wouldn't want to get my kid vaccinated. Like you're a little kid, like there's no kids dying from COVID, you know?
Right. Now, if information wasn't hidden from people and you could actually make your own educated decision, if there's a 3% chance that if you get the coronavirus, you'll die, and there's a 0.002% chance that you'll die if you get the shot, and there's a fucking 2% chance that, you know, you'll have a heart issue or this, that, and the other thing, then you could say to yourself, all right, I might roll the dice with the coronavirus, or shit, I have all of these symptoms. I have all these pre-existing medical conditions. It's probably better off that I give the shot a chance. Then everybody could make their own decision, and it's not based upon a fucking YouTube video that you saw about somebody putting a fucking magnet on their fucking arm and saying, I'm electric now, boogie woogie woogie. You know, it's just tell us the fucking truth, and then you won't have to coerce us into getting the vaccine. Why would anybody have to coerce you into getting something? It's manipulation. It's like telling a girl that you're going to promise her the world on your first date just so you can have sex with her.
I mean, who hasn't done that? Or at least try.
It's the same thing though. They're just manipulating people and coercing them into doing it. And it's just, why are they doing that to you guys? Is it to keep you safe? If it was to keep you safe, they wouldn't have to convince you, would they? The proof would be in the fucking pudding.
You don't want that pudding. The government's trying to shove down your throat. But like, dude, you're speaking the truth, man, because I got this video. Like, just give me a thumbs up. I'm going to play it. And I want people to listen to this. These are the same people that are in office right now that are mandating the vaccine, telling you have to get the shot or you can't go to your job or whatever. This is like last year. These are the same people that were saying to get the vaccine out. They were not saying that before. They were saying, we'll never do that. We'll never throw a mandate on. So I just want to hear this. It's Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, and, you know, of course, this dumbass president. So here it is.
We cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do. Needless to say, the right of women to make decisions about their own bodies is not negotiable.
No, definitely not. You don't want to mandate and try and force anyone to take a vaccine. We've never done that.
Our interest is very simple from the federal government, which is Americans' privacy and rights should be protected. It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
We don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable and not appropriate.
Perhaps the federal government should step in and issue mandates, and if not, are you putting the needs of unvaccinated people ahead of the needs of vaccinated people? Well, I think the question here, one, that's not the role of the federal government.
No, I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory. First, we must increase vaccinations among the unvaccinated with new vaccination requirements.
That's him now, piece of shit. Can you fucking believe that, man? Like, they were just these same people. So what happened, Nick? Like, this is what I think what happened when they were saying like, oh, we're not gonna, mandate it or whatever. Then once they got into power, whoever's pulling the strings up there was like, no, now you're gonna mandate it. Now everybody has to get it. This is what's gonna happen. Right. So I think they're just fucking puppets, and that's why they went back on their word, so to speak.
Yeah, but it's either they got killed and cloned, and they just fucking people are wearing Joe Biden masks around, and just it's not even him anymore.
Yeah, right.
Or it's obviously not that, but you never know. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, that's what it is. You got into office, and guess what? It's like the mafia. I did this for you. Now you're doing this for me. Okay. Yeah. Also, you're going to get a lot of money off it. Oh, great. Even better. And they probably told them from the beginning too, the people that the powers to be, pretend you don't want the vaccine.
I would think so.
And then you want it. Now you want it.
Yeah. It's just too much at times to even fucking think about, man. Like, before, like I want to play you another video, Nick, of this is a nurse, right? We were talking about this before about like the COVID vaccine. This is her views on the Delta variant.
Directly at that time, I wasn't in the hospital, but all my friends were. Hospital, patient after patient coming into the emergency department. ICUs are full of vaccinated people with adverse reactions. They're saying it's COVID and the Delta variant. Guess what? Your Delta variant is an adverse reaction.
There you go. Straight
19 years of nursing. I'm not an idiot. I will not have the jab. I will rather lose my job and walk away than inject that poison into my body. And you should know 19 years.
This is a nurse that worked for 20 years saying this. So, and she's like totally against it, and that's what she thinks is happening. Like she said it, like the vaccinated are more coming into the emergency room, and because they feel like shit, like and why is that? That's the bigger question too.
Right.
It's just too much, man. Too much of a headache.
But if you do your research on that nurse, Mike, you'll find out that 33 or 36 years ago, she failed the test, man. She failed the test in nursing school, so she's not credible.
Yeah. After 20 years, huh? Yeah. And they let her do a nursing job, 20 years on the job, like work emergency room, work in the hospital that long. And she's not a credible person. She's just a conspiracy theorist, right?
Well, yeah. Well, she's failed the test one time, so
Okay.
And she was also like mean to somebody. She was mean to somebody one time too. So
But notice how they like to dig that dirt up all of a sudden, right? And throw it out there to make you know what I mean? Ain't that some fucking shit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I made that up, but I'm just saying, like, whenever you see a video like that, there's always a rebuttal of it,
Dude, that's what's just, I never heard about the test before. Obviously, that's a joke, but they were trying to dig up dirt on this woman and try to put it out there. That's what they do. They try to pretty much that her word is bullshit because, she was an asshole or somebody, or she didn't let somebody cut in front of her. Like, you know what I mean? It's some shit like that. They just like to do that it's frustrating, man. Very frustrating.
And like the fact checker people that go ahead and say, oh, this is wrong because the NHIC, whatever website posted this. And it's just like, how do you fucking believe that? I mean, just think of me and you were the most corrupt people on the planet. And we ran one of those things that was headed by, we were the heads of them. And then the other people, like all the fucking I don't know, the medicine world, who are the pharmacies, we're friends with them, and they're telling us what to say, and that's what we publish. Who's ever going to say that that's not fucking right? I mean, we have the Johnson and Johnson people like that work for them saying, I'll never take that shot. They're admitting it,
Right.
but still nothing happens with it. So people could go from these other websites that are fact checking, like that are credible sources. They're probably out there telling their friends, like, dude, I don't know what they're talking about because that's not true. But what's going to happen? Nothing. It's going to get brushed underneath the carpet. They're going to say that they're a lunatic and they had a mental fucking collapse one day 10 years ago, and they can't be trusted. You know, they'll dig up anything on you and be like, oh, did you see this post he said about on Facebook one time? He's an anti-vaxxer from the beginning, and we should have never even hired him.
That's what they do.
It's just a fucking shame, man. It just makes you think that you can't believe anything that you've ever fucking read. History books, fucking anything. Like,
oh, well, don't get us started with the history shit. I mean, you know, all that
Yeah.
shit's fucking bullshit. Well, most of it, you know, certain holidays just probably shouldn't exist because it's total BS. But whatever. Like, maybe that's a subject for another time. But I tell you, I had one crazy incentive that scrolled through my timeline today to get the vaccine. So there's a brothel, right? You know where I'm going with this. There's a brothel where if you get vaccinated on site in this brothel, I think it's in like Austria, Australia, whatever. If you get that vaccine on site, you get to have 30 minutes of fun with with a hooker of your choice on them. All you got to do is get vaccinated. I tell you, Nick, when I read that, I'm like, I wonder if this place is close to my house. Unfortunately for me, it was not. Otherwise, you might see me going for like a couple shots. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, like I'm Mike Trainer, like I'm I'm fucking Jack Trainer. Like I'll fucking make up some different names, man. You know what I mean? It's just wild. Like, I mean, that's I mean, first it was free donuts, right? All right, everybody loves donuts. You know what I mean? Now they're going after the creepers with this shit. Like, yeah, come on in, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get that shot in the BJ, all for nothing. It's fucking wild, man. See some titties, and it'd be amazing. Like, they're trying to do anything they can. This is definitely in Australia because Australia has that whole lockdown and all that shit going on.
Oh yeah.
So now they're going this route. Like they're getting desperate for fucking people to get this shot.
Yeah. Little do they know when they go behind that door that there's a glass window up and you can't touch. No, it's the fucking it's the hologram. It's
Yo,
the
man.
hologram stripper.
I can't feel her. Imagine they trick you. It's just all big fucking ruse. Like you go there and then they're like, all right, you got the shot. Like, oh, I can't wait to see my hooker. Then they just tell you, like, go jerk off in the corner, you freak. You already got the jab, you idiot.
Right.
Here's a free
box
donut
of
for your
tissues.
troubles. Here's a box of tissues for your trouble. Here's some Kleenex, bitch. Oh man, they try everything now.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It is pretty wild.
I think should take a quick little commercial break.
Absolutely. All right, so let's take a quick commercial break on the Mix It Up podcast. We'll be right back with some more topics. All right, we are back with the Mix It Up podcast. I'm Mike, that's Nick. No Eugene this week. He's lost in the jungle. Nick, what other topics we have to discuss this week?
Well, we miss you, Eugene. Hopefully you'll come back and join us again one day. We love you. Goodbye for now.
Thanks, Eugene.
We have to talk about the increase in income tax, which your boy Joe Biden is going to institute federally.
Sleepy Joe.
So I didn't read all of this, and I'm sure that there's a lot of jibba jabba in there that I probably wouldn't understand anyway. But basically, what I'm getting out of it is
a lot of hoopla.
Yeah. So there's thresholds of taxes, obviously, and I've always been against this. If you make $5,000 or you make $50 billion, you should get taxed the same exact fucking amount. That's just how I think that's just fair. You shouldn't get taxed 5% as opposed to fucking 60% because you made $1 million. That's just not fucking fair. That makes people not want to bust their ass anymore and try to find reasons to evade taxes, right?
Yeah.
You should just be fucking, it should be right there, set in stone, 30%, 25%, whatever the fuck it is for everybody. That's fucking called fair. Okay. So anyway, we know there's thresholds, like, you know, if you make this amount, you get 10% or whatever. So federally, there probably, it seems like there's going to be a 51% average federal tax a country. 51% federal. That's before your state taxes come out. All right. Average. On the high side in certain blue states, apparently, like New York and California and Jersey, the high rate could be up to 67% of your income taxed federally. And then you have state tax, which doesn't make any sense in a way, because why would those states have a higher federal fucking tax? I don't know. Whatever it is. Like I said, I didn't read it. I didn't read it very thoroughly, but your taxes are going to go up a lot. It seems fucking a lot. Imagine giving 65% of your fucking money away. Why would you even work?
Right. It's pointless.
I wouldn't spend 11 hours a day working.
But you know why that's coming, right?
What?
You know why that's coming, right? It's because
why?
they got to make that money back from all the people that's been unemployed during the pandemic, that collected unemployment checks and these other premium checks that they get, all this free money. Like, that money ain't free, man. And you know what? Now it's going to come back with, like, you're already starting to see, like, with, you know, going to shopping and buying paper plates and cups, everything went up. Like, all the food, like gas went up too. Like, yeah, of course this shit, you know, wasn't free. They're gonna come after us, and that's what they're doing. Like, cost of living just went up again. Like, shocker. Eventually that bubble's gonna fucking burst, man. People are just gonna get frustrated and pissed off, and it's gonna happen, man. Like, you know, when you said with the tax rate, like everybody should get taxed the same way, you know, it's weird because sometimes I think, like, you know, they say tax the rich, right? But like, because some of these rich people, like, they're making all the millions and millions of dollars, they find loopholes to not pay taxes. You know, there's certain things in there, so they utilize that, which is smart, but in a way it kind of defeats the purpose for everybody just paying the exact tax rate, and when they could just do some fucking bullshit and get out of not paying taxes. It's like, all right, then you get to keep the money. So then all of a sudden the gap between, like, the rich and the poor becomes extreme. It's just rich and poor. There's no more middle class. So, like, I don't know what the answer to that is, but there needs to be something done about that kind of shit.
Yeah, but it's going to shrink everything, though. If you're taxing the rich like an absurd amount, number one, like I said, they're going to find loopholes, even more loopholes. They're going to move all their fucking money overseas and shit.
Oh yeah.
Some people aren't going to try as hard, because if you're making $1 million as opposed to 500,000, and you're getting 60% out of that, brings you down to 400,000, and the $500,000 guy is only getting fucking what? I don't know, 30% out, whatever the fuck that comes out to. It's like you're trying so much harder. Double the hardness. Sounds like a fucking.
Sounds like that bubble income. Sounds like the bubble income, right? Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, and then you're going hard, doubly hard, but you're not making double the fucking income. And who's that fair to? You know,
I'll never go double hard.
Hey, boner.
Never go double hard.
Never.
And then they're going to shrink the gap in a way. Slow increments of everything is how to change something. You increased the taxes on the rich by an astounding amount, and eventually it brings it down until everybody's closer to the same, and there's socialism, right?
Yeah, that's what it brings down to, I guess.
I mean,
do you
everybody
want that?
says that they're leaning towards that anyway, right? And you can't just do it overnight, because then you'll have fucking coup d'etats rising all over the place and just fucking killing everybody.
But do you think, like, in a socialism like society, like when everybody pretty much has their fair share, do you think like crime would go down or up? If everybody basically has the same shit. You know what I mean? I don't think you'd see like a lot of robberies and a lot of like silly crime like that, like selling drugs on the streets, like gang territory, killing, killing
Yeah,
people over
I
your
don't know.
territory. I don't know if you would see any of that kind of shit in that kind of society. I mean, I don't want the socialist society, but it almost like I want like kind of like a little bit of it, like a certain like I want, I just don't want to be pigeonholed to like one version of society. I think we should get like all the good parts of each, like, you know what I mean? And just
Right.
kind of like put it all together. But people, I don't know, it'll never get to that point because people are just complete assholes. You would have to eliminate a certain majority of people in this fucking on the population to make that happen.
Oh, maybe that's what they're trying to do.
That would be nice to just get rid of all the assholes instead of all the fucking good people.
I mean, I'm all for. I don't think poverty should fucking exist, and we have all the money in the world and all the resources to stop that, which
Yep.
we don't. We don't. So that's a slap in everybody's fucking face. But nobody raises arms on that. Nobody fucking gets up and protests all the gazillion dollars out there that fucking go to waste that could be going to Joe fucking Schmo and his poor family that can't put food on the table. How come nobody cares about that stuff?
I don't know. People should care more about that, especially during the COVID when they shut everything down, the mom and pop restaurants. People should care more about that than getting this fucking vaccine. What about them people? You killed their livelihood. And now you're
Right.
killing people's livelihood now by threatening if you don't get the vaccine, you're going to lose your job. So what are they really doing?
Nothing.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just fucking it's scary. It's terrifying. I just don't think people want to face facts or face the truth. They rather just sweep it under the rug and not think deeply about it. Like to answer your question, like why would they want to think that way? Where it just like, I don't know, maybe it gives them like anxiety or depression too much. They just want to go on living their stupid nerf lives, their nerfy lives.
Nerf?
Yeah, like
Nerf life.
Yeah, because they're soft.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
they're not.
No,
They're
no,
not.
I'm saying.
They're not double hard.
Hey, boner.
The only time I want to be double hard is when they're a lady present.
Hey,
Oh God, that
boner.
was awful. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll bleep that out. That was a terrible.
Oh no. Why? You can't say
I don't
that
know.
anymore. You can't want to reproduce with a woman anymore.
I'll get canceled, dude. I'll get canceled. No,
You're not allowed
Cancel
to.
culture.
You're not allowed to want to follow up on your most basic instinct to reproduce the planet. That's going to be something that you got to hold in for now on. You're not allowed to say that you want to have sex with a girl.
Sure, lions could do it. Monkeys could do it. They don't even have to. They don't even ask questions. They just run right up to the animal and just start doing it. There's no there's no talking to them. It's pretty much like these animals are they're raping other animals. That's what they're doing. Fucking sick. Like I got fish in this fish tank. Like there's one female like surrounded by like three males, and the males just chase her all the goddamn day. Like trying to get her pregnant and shit. I'm like, it's fucking harassment. Think about that, man. We're actually like we're actually a good species if you think about it. We do the right thing.
We're the dumbest species on the planet, Mike.
And also the dumbest. You didn't let me finish. And we're also like we're good, and then we're also stupid. You know what I mean? We're smart, and there's no in between. You know what I mean? Some people are like 60% more that way. Some are 70% opposite. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I could tie this back into the dumb human thing right now. I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to go with it, because you did say something before that I wanted to keep talking on about. I guess why people don't care about certain topics, and it's got to be because they're not told to, and they're not like if the news every day was like, this has got to stop. The poor people on the street need to eat. Like that would maybe that would stir people up. But I think that it's because you're not attacking somebody's identity, that they don't give a flying fuck about the fact that there's people out there that are really poor, really fucking poor, and can't even feed their kids.
Dude, you're right. You're right.
You know?
Dude, because you're feeling, because dude, you're right, because you're feeling like you're not on the news. You're not getting like hit by it every day. You're right, dude. If they came on the news and be like, these people can't eat, they're starving. What are you gonna do about it? You know, like if you heard that every day, yo, you're right. People would get riled up. Like, yo, we gotta get cans of food at the A&P.
Right.
We gotta drop it off. We gotta feed these motherfuckers. They're starving out here. But yo,
Yeah.
dude, that's a good fucking point, man. If people don't hear it every day, or it's not in their little stupid nerfy lives, then they just like kind of brush it off. But all of a sudden, like you have to get the vaccine, otherwise you're all gonna die. That's pushed down your fucking throat. Now you got all people,
Right.
going that way. It's crazy how that does it. How that kind of works, man. That influence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
we're fucked. We're
all the-
fucked, man. Because these people running this fucking media is fucking bullshit. Sorry, Nick.
That's all right. If all the news did was talk about positivity and like how somebody got shot and the neighborhood came together and found that motherfucker and ratted his ass out instead of like living by the code, like, oh, you can't rat anybody out. Like, who's that helping? Who's that helping at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like,
Nobody.
show somebody that did do that and like the neighborhood fucking applauded his ass. So then the next guy might do it, and it's like, okay, we don't have a free range to go around fucking everything up. It's just
Exactly. And they wonder why their neighborhoods are complete shit. If you look at it like shitty fucking neighborhoods, that's the fucking reason. Like you're letting the cycle continue. So the cycle's just, you're still going to get that crime happen all over the fucking goddamn place. Oh, but snitches get stitches. Like whoever thought of that is probably it's just a criminal. That's all you are. You're just a fucking born criminal and you want other criminals and you're just going to live in complete disgusting shit because of that fucking mindset. It's all a fucking mindset, man. And that's a shitty fucking mindset to have. I don't give a fuck. You're not a rat. Get the fuck out of here.
it just sucks though, because if you rat the wrong person out, they'll come back and kill you.
So it's almost like half the population is scared. They're scared to do it.
More than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I live in a good neighborhood, and I don't want to get into anybody's shit, because I think like if I do something like out of the ordinary, somebody might be like, "Yo, you fucking ratted me out." I'm like, "Oh, great."
I know. It's that was you.
Yeah,
dude. There was
you gotta fucking worry about shit.
I know. Well, there's a video that reminded me of, like, I seen a video like a couple days ago. This car was parked like in a bike lane, in DC, like, and tinted windows, wherever. You had no idea who was in the car. But this guy on a bike, he had his like Go Pro cam like running, so he recorded the whole fucking thing. And he stopped in back of the car. Yeah, he could have easily went around the car. You know what I mean? But the car was in the wrong. It was in a bike lane. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be up to the bicyclist to just drive around the car into traffic and go around them. But he fucking had his camera on, and he knocked on the back hood of the vehicle to get the attention. So this guy and this girl came out, and to be honest, like the guy looked like he was like straight out the hood, like Boys in the Hood type shit, and it was like, so he came out or whatever. And then he was talking shit like, yo, what are you doing banging on my car, man? And somebody banged on my car, I'll be like, I would have got out too, like, yo, what's up? But the bike was being like, kind of like a herb, even though he was right, but he's still being herby, like recording it. And he was just telling the guy, you're not allowed to park here. And the guy and the girl's like, we're working. And he was just going back, arguing back and forth. And they were blocking like a handicapped sidewalk. And he's complaining about that too. He's like, you move your car. You're not supposed to be, park here, blah, blah, blah. It was all that bullshit. They arguing back and forth. And then it looked like the guy kept going back in his car, like at least 3 times. And it looked like the second time he went and opened up his like waist, and it looked like he put something or was putting something in his waist. So most likely a gun or whatever. He didn't use it. So finally they kept bitching back and forth. He got in his car, and the dude tried to like throw something from in the driver's seat behind it, but it hit like his back hood. It was like a cup or whatever, and it went to the side of the ground. So the bicyclist was laughing, like, ha ha, like that. But then the driver pulled out like a whole big like a Subway soda, like one of those fucking 60 ounces, supersized shit. And my man, connected. He chucked that shit in the back. And all you see is the dude get splashed. Like all you see is splash all over the place. Like fucking, it must have been like some fucking like grape drink or whatever. You see all this purple shit fucking fly all over, man. I'm fucking laughing. And then the guy just sped the fuck off. But it's just like, it's those confrontations. Like, yeah, if it went wrong, like he'd be shot dead. Like they'd be looking at his GoPro, the cops, we would have seen like a wholly different story, totally different story. So why would you want to put yourself in that kind of situation? Because there's fucking maniacs out there. So if you're going to rat somebody out, like rat it out, but do it anonymously, because all of a sudden you're just asking for more shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I just thought it was funny.
If somebody's in a bike lane, just go the fuck around them.
I know. Fucking hop on the sidewalk, get on with your day, man. He want to make a big fucking social media fucking deal out of it. You know what it is. Fucking Herb.
The social justice warriors, man. The warriors are out there.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I would like to speak of a topic now to show how dumb human beings are as a whole, the species, how dumb we are. So we all know that a child is born, they cannot survive on their own. They need a very, very long time to be nursed in this world and shown how to even do anything, how to eat anything. We wouldn't even know how to eat if it wasn't for like your parents helping you learn how to eat.
Some of us need like 40 years.
I want to go through a couple things to show how dumb we are compared to other animals. So, for instance, I don't like the winter that much. When the winter comes around, there's a little bit of time where I get seasonally depressed, and I contemplate a lot of things in my head. But bears seem to hate the winter more than I do, so they just sleep through it. They've learned to just sleep through it.
Genius,
right?
Fucking genius. Right? Bears aren't stupid. They know how to open car doors, for Christ's sake. They're not fucking dumb. Nobody needed to teach them that do that. They just did it.
Right. Dolphins, geniuses.
Yeah,
we've discussed dolphins plenty of times on this podcast. I'm sure
we have.
They come together and beat their threats down forcefully, and then they're just smiling afterwards because they're just loving life.
Yeah.
And they know who we are without us telling them.
Right. They protect us from sharks.
Exactly. They know that we're part of their species. They know that we're mammals and they love us, right? And they never went to school a day in their lives. They just know this shit.
Just know shit.
Right?
It's funny how they could just like team up, kill a motherfucker, and then just like go on with their day. Like just flip that switch. Like dolphins just have that switch, like bang. We just killed them. Whatever. Let's fucking sing a dolphin song and shit in the ocean.
The dolphin laugh goes from to when they kill the fucking thing, they go back to
yeah. That's terrifying to even think about when the hee-hees get louder. Like, oh shit, you're gonna die.
Could you even piss a dolphin off? Like, as a human being, can you piss a dolphin off that they're gonna be like, you know what? Now you're done. And now I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm sure like some jackass did. He probably stuck his dick in their blowhole and that shit got fucking pissed. And a pot of dolphins were like, yo, let's fucking get this motherfucker. That's the only way dolphins are gonna fucking hurt somebody, if you sexually harass them.
All right, here's another one. I think this is the kicker right here. There may be other ones, but this is the kicker of all kickers here. There isn't an animal on this planet that has to wake up and go to work in the morning in order to survive. They keep on trucking. There ain't an animal out there that we haven't actually forced to work, like bring them to the zoo and do like stupid tricks, or like put a fucking leash on a horse and say, drive me around somewhere, horse. These animals don't have to work, guys. And they live good. Sometimes we even take them inside of our houses and feed them.
Yeah, we
give them water.
Like, dude, that's some life, man. I tell you, like, I look at my dog sometimes. I'm like, man, you got a fucking mate, dude. Like, you get everything you fucking want. Like, I get him fucking toys like pretty much every week. He destroys them within a day. He gets them, so I have to buy him fucking new toys every week. But you're right, man. Like, yo, we're the assholes that got forced to, just be total slaves to fucking money, man. We have to
Right.
fucking work 5 days a week, long hours for most of us. Man, that's just depressing alone. Forget about like wintertime and when the cold gets here. Like now you got to work through that kind of shit. Like you don't even have summer to look forward to. Where you're just outside, just hanging out in a tank top, man. Like, winters in New York, man, is it's kind of sad sometimes, unless like, it's like holiday season. And then you're like going fucking, you see the tree, see the lights, like that's cool.
Mhm.
But then after the fucking holiday season and all the lights and shit come down, it's not festive. It's just dark, fucking terrifying. It's fucking scary, man. Because it's cold until
Yeah.
like March, and you'll still get like a goddamn nor'easter in March. We get
Yeah.
18 feet of snow, and you're gonna be digging your car out for fucking 3 days, throwing your back out. Man,
Absolutely.
yeah, I tell you, man, like bears, you're right, man. Bears are geniuses. They're fucking get to fucking sleep through all this bullshit. And like, how do you not wake a bear? Like, where do they go? Like, where do bears go to sleep for that long, for the whole winter?
Caves. Well, they do get up a little bit. Apparently, I thought they used to just sleep nonstop, but they get up.
Oh, they get up.
They do get up a little bit.
What do they get up
a little
to?
bit,
What do they get up to take a piss?
I guess. I don't know, but I'd love to know like the
That's what I
first
do.
bear that was just like, "Yo, dude, why are you eating so much?" And he's like, "I'm going to sleep." Like, all right, for how long? He's like, I don't know, forever.
For about fucking 8 months.
Yeah, I'll see you in this. I'll see you in the springtime. All right, let me know how things work out for you out here.
The other bear's gonna be like, yo, in 8 months, wait till you see the fucking shit I take. It's gonna be enormous.
Shit, like what I miss, man? Nothing. All right, I'm gonna do it again next year.
You missed the new season of Dancing with the Stars, you dumb bear.
Yeah. Who won the Super Bowl? The Bears? No, then I don't give a fuck.
Right. To the Bears. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, but we're fucking stupid. Oh, well, that's right. I was talking on to Eugene and Mike. We were on a WhatsApp app, and
Yep,
I
yep.
think I came to the conclusion that we are the de-evolution, and monkeys and gorillas are evolution. We started off like super dumb, because I'm just calling us dumb. I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying about it. We're not fucking smart creatures. We might think that we are because we have some sort of like different intelligence than the other animals, but maybe that's what's holding us down from being quote unquote happy, because everybody says live the simple life and you be happy. So if everybody's out here trying their darndest to be happy, maybe we have evolved, and we just evolved into monkeys who just get to get up every day. They're similar to us. They can play video games, they can enjoy themselves, but at the end of the day, they're just like, I just got to eat, have sex, and that's it, and survive. And those are your basic instincts, really: survive, procreate, eat. But we're over here making everything's so complicated. There's a bazillion different things going on in your head every day. We own a bazillion different items. If you looked around your house, you probably couldn't count all the things that you have, even in just one room of your house.
Yeah, right.
Thousands of things in each room of your house.
It's too much shit. Dude, I don't like monkeys, man. Like I can't see it being de-evolutionary. Like I can't imagine that, because like monkeys, like it's not like monkeys have like they're not doing also, you know what I mean? They're not doctors. I mean, you're not gonna go like run into like a monkey hospital and see like monkeys performing open heart surgery on other monkeys. You know what I mean? Like we're capable of doing that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, can monkeys drive a car? Yeah, but they're gonna be crashing all over the goddamn place. You're gonna see, how many accidents you would see if like monkeys just started driving fucking cars? Like it'd be all fucking hell on the streets, especially if there's a sale on fucking bananas. So like we're definitely not fucking the evolution. There's no fucking way, Nick. Like we definitely like we come a long way. You know what I mean? But as far as like being like a simpleton, oh man, that's kind of like my dream. Like I would love to just be like, yeah, you monkey, you get to fucking climb trees, throw shit at other fucking monkeys that piss you off. Like it's not a bad life, man. And then they eating fruits and shit, and they look cute. All these fucking monkeys, they look so fucking adorable, man. It's like, man, I would get a monkey as like a pet. I would love a fucking monkey and shit. Like a little
would.
chimpanzee and shit. Like, you fucking put a diaper on him when he's like a little fucking baby and shit. Then he's
And they rip your
like,
face off.
no, like do they? Would they rip your face off?
Chimpanzees? Oh no, I'm thinking orangutans. Right?
Orangutans are the ones, right? They'll just fucking destroy you. They're like
They're
the
like the
pit bulls.
strongest monkey.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the gorillas are the strongest, right? Aren't they the
No,
strongest? Because they're fucking gorillas.
I think chimps are fucking. I think chimps are fucking super strong and like psychotic, man.
Why would you call like gorilla glue then? If it was the strongest glue, you'd call it chimp glue. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you got chimp glue?
Oh no, but chimpanzees are very, very fucking dangerous.
Oh, they're aggressive. What's the cute monkeys
Yeah.
and shit that fucking just chill? Like the one that Ross had on fucking Friends.
A capuchin monkey? I don't know.
Because you
What is
see
the
that.
strongest monkey?
Well, what's it like?
I'm gonna look up.
And like I know gorillas aren't that bad too, because like Coco the gorilla that what's his name? Robin Williams used to hang out with.
Oh,
They're
Coco?
like, yeah, like Coco the gorilla, like they're fucking gentle and shit.
I don't know. Yeah, gorillas. I mean, yeah, they're trained, but they are the strongest primate. Gorillas.
Right?
Yeah. They could lift 10 times their body weight.
That's insane.
And all they do is eat bamboo all day and grass.
Maybe we're missing out. Maybe we should start eating bamboo and grass.
You sure you'd want to go back on that de-evolutionary thing, man?
I don't know, maybe now.
If you think about it, like what the fuck? They eat grass all day and they legitimately sit there like this.
They have no stress.
No.
They just fucking sit on a grassy knoll, just hanging out, man. They don't need to fucking worry about all this nonsense that the humans have to worry about.
No.
Like we got too much stress going on. That's what's really fucking killing us. Otherwise, we could, if we didn't have all this stress and all that shit, I don't think we would age that fast. And we probably live like fucking turtles live. Because, turtles live like, apparently, like they live 1 billion years. I mean, I could be wrong on my math, but I'm sure it's like a really long time. And they're here longer than, like, if you see a turtle and just out like in, in the sea or whatever, you fucking seen a turtle, that turtle's probably like from like, I don't know, another era. You know what I mean? Like the Panthelonian era or whatever the fuck. I don't know my eras that well. Dinosaur era. It could be dinosaur era. They could have been around like that fucking long, man. That'd be pretty fucking cool to hang out and fucking see the world, like go through all those fucking changes.
I think they only live like a couple hundred years, man. I don't know about billion.
I think you're thinking of parrots. Parrots live for a while. Like if you ever buy a parrot that, like you bring home as a pet and they fucking like talk and shit and you teach them how to talk and they listen to you and they pick up on shit. Like you would die.
Is, Mike.
Yeah, like a bird has wings and shit. You know what I mean? Fucking flies everywhere like an asshole. Yeah. Fucking poops on your car. And so basically, like, if you get one of those and you die, like that parrot could live on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and they'll tell all your darkest secrets when you're fucking dead. Because some asshole will take that fucking parrot to your wake. And I'm like, yeah, Mike's an asshole. He fucking watches porn too much. Like all throughout my fucking wake. So that kind of fucking shit, like, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I think turtles last longer than parrots, though. I'm guarantee it's like some astronomical fucking like amount of numbers.
It's like 200 years, right?
I don't know if anybody has the answer to that. Like, please write into the Mix It Up podcast, add us. How long does turtles live? We'd like to know. Don't cheat.
I'm gonna
Don't Google it.
It's no secret that turtles are known to live longer lives than most other pets. Some species of tortoises can live 100 years or more.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh, man. I thought it was fucking a lot longer than that, man.
It's still long. It says their lifespan could be 150 years or more. Some have estimated that large turtles may be able to live 400 to 500 years. Oh, my God.
That's what I'm talking about. Bang. That's the sea turtle shit, man. They live that fucking long.
That's too long, man. Imagine knowing that you were going to be on this planet for 500 years.
I mean, if you're,
you got to work,
but if you don't age accordingly.
Yeah, but what if you had to work? What if the retirement age was 485 years old?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm fucking
Yeah.
jumping off the bridge. I ain't dealing with that kind of shit. But you never know. We're accustomed to like only living to like, 80, 90, retiring at 65 or whatever the hell it is. We're accustomed to that. So who knows if we grew up like living 500 years, like, you know what I mean? Man,
Yeah, I guess so.
If we've seen a turtle, a turtle fucking knows like 4 or 5 generations of trainers, man. He could tell me who my ancestors are. Too bad they can't speak, man, because I would love to know that kind of shit. Like
What if they
ancestry.
what if they recognized you? What if they really did recognize people and they were like, they didn't forget anything? Like, oh my God, that same person swimming in this beach again? Man, I didn't see that guy. I saw that guy 15 years ago.
Elephants. Elephants. They don't forget.
They don't forget anything.
No, they don't forget anything. You could tell an elephant anything you want. Like in 50 years, he'll remember that shit. If you do something to an elephant, like you hit him on the slide, on the side of his dumb ear, like his dumb big ears, like he'll know, like, oh shit, that's that motherfucker that hit me on the side of the ear. And
Right.
they'll fucking like either they'll get mad or they'll try to run away from there. Yeah, they know shit, man.
Shit. Elephants are way smarter than us, then, is what you're trying to tell me.
I think we should go to the Bronx Zoo one day and do a live podcast. We'll fucking interview all these fucking animals. So how long you been here? 494 years. I'm just a stupid Bronx turtle.
Imagine these animals did have the physical abilities that we had and the mental abilities that we had. Like, not even physical, but like, I mean, there's a lot of animals that are way stronger than us. But like, yeah, I guess if like a gorilla had our mentality, he could just climb out of that fucking cage, no problem, just destroy everybody.
You're describing Planet of the Apes, Nick. Like people thought about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, of course, like, yeah, if gorillas were fucking mad, like if you ever watch Gorillas in the not Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver, I don't know why that popped in my head. But fucking gorilla fucking Planet of the Apes and shit. Like they those gorillas be talking and shit. They be fucking talking, they be planning fucking hits on other fucking mankind and shit. Like you don't want that to happen. If fucking gorillas like were able to like be as smart as us,
yeah,
they'd own us, no doubt.
Oh yeah. There would be nothing that we could do to stop them.
Nope. Gorillas, like they know how to get guns. They'll have all the guns. They'll be driving all over the fucking goddamn road, crashing into everything, but not giving a fuck as a gorillas and just shooting you. Taking out the human
be their
race.
slaves. Would be their slaves.
Yep. That's it.
Shit.
So is there any more topics we got to discuss?
I don't think so.
That's a wrap.
I think that's a wrap. I think we wrap it up.
I think so. We left on a good note with animals. That's animal love right there.
Yeah.
Stay away from animal crackers. Just like Peter says, stay away from them. You're dissing animals.
Peter says that?
Peter said that with animal crackers. That's why they took the cage off the box of animal crackers. And it's just a bunch of animals. Remember the old box of animal crackers? They'd be locked up in a cage. So Peter was like, yo, that ain't right. So they took away the cage.
Peter.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking
Good
crazy.
job, Peter.
It's more annoying that they do that. Like, I mean, like animals, like, what are you hurting their feelings? You know what I mean? I could see Land O'Lakes butter and shit with that kind of shit and Aunt Jemima. I get it. I understand because, other humans are bitches, but I don't think animals are fucking bitches. They're not going to fucking worry about fucking goddamn a silly drawing on a box of fucking crackers. They're more pissed that they fucking made an image of you and fucking humans are eating you. I think they'd be more pissed about that instead of fucking a box.
Right.
Fucking Peter.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Peter.
Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Let's go to the Bronx Zoo, Peter. All right. Well, Nick, where can they find us on the Mix It Up podcast?
You can find us at the Mix It Up podcast. Everywhere. No, you can find us on Instagram.
The Mix It Up pod.
Somebody friend request us on Instagram. That's what I want from all you guys. I want a friend request at the Mix It Up pod on Instagram. I want to see it on Twittergram. I want to see it on the on the YouTube channel. Let's
All
get
great.
let's get some followers up on this motherfucker. All we have is 17 million followers. We need more. We need
We want more.
18 million. But
get
yeah, that's
it.
where you can find us. And you
Damn
can
right.
see Mike on fucking
TMZ.
TMZ on Friday, baby. That shit'll be on the air. We'll be showing that shit for sure.
TMZ, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah. What's
All right,
TMZ
guys.
stand for? What's TMZ stand for?
Man, have no idea.
The Mighty Zorro?
I'm sure it's something stupid. You know what? They could
Well, you
find
didn't-
that. They could find out what that means on the after party, on the Mix It Up. We'll let you know on the after party what TMZ means. But until then, peace.
The cat in the box.